So this is a 2015 MacBook Pro, and there are many reasons on why you still possibly want to buy this in 2018. But still, should you? So the design of the MacBook, there's nothing wrong with that at all. I still love the design 3 years later. It's an aluminum build, it's very sturdy. Props to Apple for building a machine that still looks like it could be released 3 years later. One of the things I also love about the MacBook is the trackpad. It's just the best trackpad I ever used. There are many reasons on why you'd still want to buy a 2015 MacBook in 2018. For example, you got all the ports that you could possibly need on the old MacBook, which isn't the case in the 2018 model. So while the old MacBook still has MagSafe, 2 Thunderbolt 2 ports, 3 USB ports, an HDMI out, and an SD card slot, the new MacBooks have to cope with just 4 USB-C ports. And that could be a very big reason on why you want to buy a 2015 MacBook in 2018. Probably the biggest reason. Another reason is that the older MacBook still doesn't have the butterfly keys that many people hate, some love. And another reason is, well, it's cheaper. It's a 2015 model, it's from 3 years back, but yeah, it's from 3 years back. How is the hardware doing? So it depends on what kind of person you are, really though. If you want to game on the MacBook, yeah, gaming on the MacBook, it doesn't go all smoothly. Minecraft can easily run 60 FPS, but it only renders 12 chunks and the settings are kinda low, and it kinda even has frame drops in Minecraft. It ain't all that good. In multiplayer, everything works just fine as well. It's better than a single player, but yeah, nothing to be very proud of here. And Farming Simulator 17, just another casual game, it still isn't as good as you'd hope to be playing the game at. It can run about 60 FPS, it's dropping between 50 and 60, but it's dropping the occasional frames. And that ain't good. The fans did get really loud though while playing Farming Simulator, not so much on Minecraft. It did spin up, but not so much on Minecraft as in Farming Simulator. But I think we don't need to judge a MacBook on gaming. They've never been good at that, and even a MacBook that you buy today will not be perfect for gaming. Not even close, you know. Apple's trying to get there now with the new stuff they're releasing, but it isn't cutting it yet. I think a big reason why people buy MacBook Pros is because of the creativity standpoint. Video editing, photo editing, and this is something I can personally speak about as I do a lot of video editing, actually only video editing on my MacBook. I love Final Cut Pro. And this is the reason why I wanted to make such a video. Final Cut Pro 10 runs perfectly when you're editing 1080p video. But once you get to the 4K video, 4K 30 coming straight from my A6300, yeah, that is going to be lagging, and it's going to be lagging a bunch. It's not really good for the experience anymore once you're pulling 4K video straight from an A6300 onto the MacBook in Final Cut Pro and try to render something kind of quick. You can't, forget it. It's going to take a very long time to render and to stop lagging. Once you give it its time, it will do 4K rendering. I rendered a bunch of videos on it, but it ain't perfect. I don't really recommend it for 4K video editing, but 1080p video is absolutely fine. Another very big con of video editing on this machine is that the fans get loud when video editing, sadly, and it eats battery life away like a champ. So don't expect to edit videos on battery, because that ain't gonna work, sorry. But what if you're just a person who wants to just type Word documents and watch YouTube videos? Yeah, that's amazing. This thing can easily handle that. It can easily handle 4K video, and it has the beautiful display for watching movies. The speakers aren't all that great. They're kind of meh compared to my iPhone X, for example. I really don't hear a difference in those. The MacBook has much bigger speakers, of course. Take a listen. As a student computer, so like typing Word documents and some occasional web browsing, it's of course perfect. It's gonna work perfectly fine. Battery life is great. It just works, and I can very much recommend it for that. If you're the multimedia person, you like to watch movies, videos on the internet with it, I also recommend it. You got the beautiful display, the Retina display. We got the kind of meh speakers. But if you're looking for just a student computer and you're just looking for some multimedia here and there, maybe the MacBook Air will be the better choice at that point. It is made for exactly that. This thing has a little bit more performance and the MacBook Air is lighter and stuff, but you don't get the beautiful display on the MacBook Airs. So now to the end conclusion. Is this still a good MacBook? Yes it is, but it depends who you are. If you're the type of person who wants to game on the computer, forget it. Look somewhere else and don't look for Apple. For creativity users, it's a different story. If you're not doing something too heavy on it, heavy video editing or photo editing, it will handle it just fine, and the optimization of those programs for OS X is amazing. It still isn't the greatest experience, so keep in mind, if you really want to edit 4K video on this thing, I'd think twice before buying this guy. If you're just editing 1080p, it will eat through it like a champ. Now coming to the casual user, like I said, maybe the MacBook Air would be a better choice here, but still, if you're going this thing, you can't go wrong at all. It's great for movie watching, Word document typing, the keyboard is great, the trackpad is great, it still looks like it could be released today. I love the design, feels sturdy, feels premium. Yeah, go for it. Ideal student laptop, maybe this is. You got all the ports, all the things you need, and yeah. Now thank you for watching this video. I hope I gave you a good insight on whether you should buy the MacBook or not and whether it's right for you. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.